So we got ourselves here a piece of wood that we're going to use to point at objects throughout the room. It is a wood wedge used in construction. No way, shape, or form is it used in firearms. We'll use it to point at objects throughout the room. It is a wood wedge used to install windows and doors in construction. Hey guys, how's it going? I'm the one late this time. Unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
I had some stuff going this afternoon, evening, so. Welcome back, Jelly, Ethan, Maiko. Appreciate y'all coming. Thanks for showing up. Double tap that screen, guys. Shows there's no likes and 4 people in here. Appreciate you showing up. I wasn't sure if anybody would show up because it's a holiday. You set an alarm. There you go. Double tap the screen if you could, guys. Only shows 1 thumb up. Not sure why. Yeah, today is semi-automatic pistol day. I only have, very few semi-automatic rifles. But I got to go because I have to go trick-or-treating. Yeah, I figured some people were going to. That's why I wasn't sure how many people would show up. I know some people like Raging Bullets. He already did his. He went with his children this afternoon, later evening, wherever he's at. But yeah, if it goes slow, we'll probably just close it down. I thought I'd at least try it. I wanted to see the semi-autos. Yes, these are all my semi-auto pistols. That whole row here is 9 mils. Then the whole front ones are 22. I got 4 22s. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that's a 380. These 2 in the front are 25 ACPs. That one there, the silver one, is a Makarov 9 mil. That's an FN 5.7. The one behind it's a PSA Rock 5.7. A Glock 20 10 mil and a 45 1911 in the back. Right there, mate. Do you have any Berettas? The only Beretta I have is that 10 gauge shotgun. Don't have any Beretta handguns. One of these days we might get one. Like the 92 series of some sort. I really like the tactical looking one, but it's still Beretta looking. I think that one's like $1.50 though, or no, about $1,000 thereabout. I think it was. I don't want to pay that much. What I'd like to get, yeah. 18 in the chat. Thank you for showing up to Desert Armory and More. Hello, how are you doing? I'm doing good. Abdul, something like that. How are you? If you're new to the chat, appreciate you showing up to Desert Armory and More. We do shorts of gun shooting. We do shorts of mine exploring. We have videos of exploring caves and mines and hiking, all sorts of stuff. Is that a Bobcat or a mix? That one actually is a Taurus. It's the copy of it that Taurus makes. It's the Taurus PT-22, made in Miami. The thing fits your hand actually pretty good. But it does kind of look like a Bobcat, you're right. I think it was kind of the copy of it. That works pretty good, actually. Doesn't have a hammer. It's like a pocket size. Do you happen to have an opinion of Springfield XD Elite 10 mil? True Way. I've never shot one, but I hear they're decent. I'm eating candy. Oh, there you go. Greetings from PA. Hey, Pez, what's up? Ghost says, what's up? Hey, how you doing? You Americans love your guns. Northfolk, we do. Northfolk Drummer Boy. But we also, here at my channel, I also do mine exploring, cave exploring, hiking, if you want to check that stuff out. Tomorrow we'll possibly do some shooting, but I really would like to go to this big swap meet that's in a big city by me. We'll see what we can do. Because that starts at 11, so I might do some shooting before. We'll see. The Johnson boys. What's up, brother? I got puppy pits. Nice, Rebel. I actually like pits. They're actually not too bad. My mom always would frown on them, say, "Oh, they're vicious, they're mean." Just like any other dog, you can train them to be mean or train them not to. So I had a pit one time. She was very nice. His name was Angel. Her name. Appreciate y'all showing up. Let's see. That's a cute name. Oh, Angel? Yeah, it was Angel. It was that name already before the dog I got from a friend of mine. He had like 3 dogs, and where he was going to start renting from, they only allowed 2, so he gave me one of them. She was probably, I don't know, 6 or 7. Had a few litters, or whatever you want to call them. I think she had one when I had her. Why you got so many dogs? I only have 2 dogs. I have 2 dogs. That's not a lot at all. Have you ever tried acid? No, sir. How many you mean guns? I asked the question, Scott. Why not one more, right? Anno says, I love my pit, sweetest little guy. He's laying on my chest as I type this. Yeah, it's like my little, my Skittles. He's a little, red healer. He was my best buddy. That's all here. You raised them. My mama dog having her babies right now. Her name is Harlem. She has a red nose, razor edge, and I have a lot of reptiles too. Nice. Walther's front middle. Yes, that's a Walther P22. Remember me? Yes, I do. Zakaya, do you polish the guns before streaming? Oh, I don't know. I have a little dog named Millie. Nice. I have 2. One's a red healer called Skittles, like the candy, and then I have a German Shepherd. Her name is Canela, which is Spanish for cinnamon because her color is a cinnamon color. Richard, what's up? No, it's not, Richard. Because they look hella nice. Thank you. Healers are great dogs and smarts. AZ, they sure are. Alright, that guy needs to go. Randomly came across your stream, going to subscribe. Sounds like a solid dude. Anno, I appreciate you, man. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate you, Anno. Thank you. Have a blessed day. German short-haired pointer. Oh, you had, got you. Is the SIG on the table? Yes, both of them are. So the one with the red dot right there is a SIG M18, and this one's a SIG 365. He had a very mean pit, but not all bad. Mason, how's it going? Zookeeper, hi. An M11, I'm not sure what that is. I have an M18 right there with the red dot on it. Right there. It's a SIG. Excuse me. Welcome to Desert Armory and More, Charter. So we not only do gun content, but we also do hiking, mine exploring, caves, if you like that stuff. Are they fake? No, they're real. If they were fake, they'd have an orange tip on them. Do I have an M16? I don't. Invincible, what's up? Did you finally go deer hunting? No, that's actually on the 7th, I think it starts. Just got a 223 hunting rifle. Nice. Herrera? No, I'm not Brandon Herrera. I know who you're talking about. Do you have a Glock? Mason, I do. It's right there. It's a Glock 2010 mil. Second one from the back on this side. Like the little push dagger. Thank you. Where's the Glock 17? I only have it to the Glock 20. Right there. That second one right there from the back. It's a 10 mil. I'm not a huge Glock fan. I think they're good guns, though. Don't get me wrong. I know they're good guns. But yeah, today is semi-automatic pistol day, so we got all the semi-automatic pistols. And then I've got, sniper right here and all this other stuff. Hello, are you collector guns, general, just pistols? I am a collector, and as well as I shoot them too, and I hunt. Shout me out, please. Shout out to @MasonPanther. Remember me, Invincible? I don't, unless you change your name. Like that Beretta. I actually don't have a Beretta on the table. I have a Beretta here. That's a Beretta 10 gauge Silverhawk. Don't like Glocks very much either. Yeah. Winchesters, yes. That's a Winchester. That is a Henry. And then I have a Winchester 10 gauge lever action right here. And then I have a single shot 22 in the safe. That's a Winchester in there. AK-47's right there, Mr. Invincible. Do you have a Smith & Wesson revolver? I do. They were out yesterday. I have a 460 Smith & Wesson revolver. It's a big old hunk of a thingy. 10 gauge is nice. Yeah, I picked some up today, actually, some ammo for it. Do you have a lever action 30-30? I do, James, right there. I'm going to use that on my deer hunt as well as my 270. Favorite firearm? None Doink. I don't really have a favorite of everything. Do I have a 50 caliber? I have a 500 Smith & Wesson, so that's a 50 cal, but I don't have a 50 BMG. Nice. Thanks, Swift. M4? No, I don't. I remember that you have 80 to 100 guns. Yep, that's whereabouts. Where do you use the SKS? It's right there. I've shot that out in the desert once. Can I see the revolvers, spinny thingies? They're in this safe. To be able to see those, you have to drop a super chat or a donation. All my revolvers in the safe right now. Oops. Gotta love America. Yep. Let's see if I can turn those notifications off here. All right, let's see here. Do I have a Desert Eagle? No, I was looking at a baby Desert Eagle today. It's called the IWH3 or something like that, or 3H. They call it the baby Desert Eagle. Child of the One King. Yes, amen. He does love us. Scott, that right there is a 44 Magnum lever action. I don't have a 44 revolver. And I do have a 357 Magnum. I did. That works, Mason. What gun you have as the biggest barrel? This one here has a 36-inch barrel. I think that's the longest. Did you sub, Mason? Can you destroy again and make again? I mean, you could. Paperwork for 100 guns must suck. It's a lot easier here in Arizona compared to Cali where I used to live. No way I was asked for Eagle, Desert Eagle. Someone did. Someone asked. There was a baby Desert Eagle there at the gun shop. What's coming with you for Apocalypse? Yeah, they'll definitely get bye-bye. Features a variety of weapons made in all countries. Yes, they do. Do you have a Mac 11? I don't. If I sub, will I see a special gun? Not sure. What do you mean by a special gun? Harper has 357 Magnum 2. Nice. Mine's a Ruger Red Hawk. Do I have 50 caliber? I have a 500 Smith & Wesson Fortnite kid, so it's technically a 50, but I don't have the 50 BMG or 50 AE. Gotta go. See you next stream. Thanks, Jelly. No Mac 11, Scott. In the safe. Did you subscribe? Is bad in Canada. Yeah, I know, right? Anyone else tried a Bergara rifle? Was looking at one today. I've never have. Cal Vlogs. I have never done duck either. Paperwork. Fortnite's is nice. Do you have any double barrels? Yes, Zookeeper, I do. I have a whole bunch of them over here. I have 9 double barrels. So there's a stack of 8 of them right there, or 5 of them right there. And I have another one there, here, there, and there. Scott says he said, thank you. Do I have an AK? Yes, I do. Right there. AK-47 Kalashnikov. I think my grandpa is a Smith & Wesson too. Mason, what you want? Did you sub? Usually I don't do subs for that, but you subbed. Okay. Guys, we're going to open the safe up. So this is a 357 Magnum there. That's a 45 Colt. That one is a 25 or 3220 Colt, an actual Colt brand. That's a Cimarron. That's a Rough Rider 22 Magnum. That's a little 38. That's a 38. That one's a 500 Magnum. That's a 460. And that one's a little 32. And then I have revolvers in these pockets too. And we have a whole bunch of shotguns and 22s in theirs. That's what we had when we ended last night, pretty much. 6650 or a little more. We lost them again. Have a Sega 12 in my house. Drayden, I have one right there, but it's a clone. Super, thanks. Do you have a 10 gauge? Yeah, I have 4 of them. So that's a 10 gauge Beretta Silverhawk right there from 1960. This is a 10 gauge lever action from 1901. This is a 10 gauge double barrel from 1890s roughly, and then we have a single shot 10 gauge right there. Do you have a 17? That's a Beretta Cal Vogs. I don't have a pistol, that is, though. Hey, Syntax, what's up? Like and subscribe, everyone. Thanks, JP. I have an M17, or sorry, an M18 Zookeeper right there. I don't have an M17 of anything else or anything. Mason says 11 gauge. No, they never made it. Do I have a 6.5 Creedmoor? I don't. I have Sika 12K in my house. Nice. Where's your AR-12? I don't have one, Jeremy. Oh, you're so cool. Thanks. Unfortunately, Synax, we can't touch guns on lives. We can touch a gun on a long format or short form, but we can't touch a gun on live. Like, you can't physically touch something, unfortunately. No M1 Grands. Sir, can you shoot out Max? Shout out Max. Shout out Max, whoever that is. Hey, man, I like your guns. Thank you, Peter. Synax is okay. I mean, I can get you up to it. That's my longest barrel. It's a 12 gauge shotgun bolt action. It's made by Marlin original goose gun. I have shorties. Shorties what? 30-06. James, I got one in the safe, but it's in a sock, so you won't be able to see it if I open it. Left you in God's care. Good night. Abdidin, thank you for coming by again. Double tap the screen, guys. If you're new, subscribe if you could. We'd appreciate you. By the way, the 30-06 is a Remington 700 made in like 1970. Is that a Jennings pistol on the front? Yes, it is. It's a Jennings 25. We not only do gun content, but we also do hiking, cave exploring, mine exploring, shooting guns on shorts and long format. Some of my handyman work I put on there if you like that stuff. My dog Skittles, the healer, he's a real good hit with the channel. We'll be back in a bit. See you, James. Assistant says, what's the point in so many guns if you never get to use them? I use them, actually, by the way, I do. I don't have an AR-10. An AR-15, but not an AR-10. Got the same VP9. Actually, I don't have a VP9. That would be an HK. I don't have one of those. I do have an HK parts build. This MP5 is HK parts build. The base of it is Century Arms, but the internals are HK. It's an MP5 clone. Do you have any crossbows? I don't. Do you have an MP3? Somewhere I might. Oh, not an MP3. This is an MP5. Sorry. That when you said MP3, I thought you meant like an MP3 player. You're jelly. Hey, Motor. I think you're new. Appreciate you showing up. Looks like one in the middle of the handguns. That's a Walther P22. That is like a little dagger. Largest, biggest gun you own currently. Assistant would be this one right here. It's a Ruger 338 precision rifle. 338 Lapua. It weighs about 20 pounds. Yeah, the 9mm is, its MP5 is a 9mm, yeah. That's an MP5, that one back there. What's that then? Which one? VP9? Will you get a Desert Eagle? I'm not sure. That's a Sig Sauer 365. That one's a 9mm Starfire or Star Arms, made in Spain. That one's a 9mm FMK. That's an M18 Sig Sauer. That one's a Night Stalker Thesis double stack 1911. That's a Terran Tactical Canic Combat. That one's a Canic Sketch. This one here is a 45 ACP 1911. That's a Glock 20 10mm. That one there is a PSA Rock 57. This is an FN 57. That's a Makarov FEG PA 63, made from 60s to the 70s. And then these two are 25 calibers, a Larson and a Jennings. Then we got a 380, a 22, 22, 22, and a 22. Would look sick. Do you have a Glock 19? No, just the one Glock Zoo. What is that coin thing on the top of the dagger? That is a Canic trophy coin. It's supposed to kind of mimic the coin from John Wick, because this gun here is a TTI, which is Terran Tactical, that John Wick used in his videos, I guess. I don't know. How far away from place will you have to go to hunt deer? The zone on Impez is about an hour to an hour and a half to 2, depending where I decide to hunt in that zone. What's up? Sovhit. Nothing's for sale. I don't have a G40, no. I do not have a G40. A tip-up Bearcat. No, it's a Taurus. It's a Taurus PT22. And then we have this Tuckeroff right here. CZ52. Yep, there's a Nerf gun. That's the only one I got. Gonna do a 5 super chat. Well, that would be nice. Do you have any Nerf guns? Just the one. Red super chat. That would be great if you wanted to. I mean, that's up to you, buddy. It'd be the biggest one I ever got. Trying to get a 6-pack. On your belly? I used to have a pretty visible one, but I don't do as much exercise, so it's a little bit not quite as visible as it used to be. That's up to you, Mason. You can if you want. Do I have any M&P series? I don't. I have a Bodyguard. I wouldn't mind getting an M&P sometime. The 2.0, the M&P 2.0 competition. But I have the Bodyguard 2.0 right there. It's my favorite little pocket gun. I carry that quite often. That's one of my EDCs. The other one is this one, the 365 right there, SIG. Toy, what's up? Toy Town, how are you doing? He might be. I don't know. He's been good, though, so I wouldn't worry about him. Let's see here. I had the M&P 45 Shield 2.0 favorite EDC I've ever had. So that would be like the 45 caliber, huh? Well, that's a lot. You wouldn't have to give that much. Do you have a M1911? Yeah. It's right there. Right there. It's an A1 mil-spec from Springfield Armory. Do you have an M1? Yeah, that's that one. Yep. I've had it for about 5 years, probably. Hey, guys, shout out to Everyday Carry. He just showed up. He's got a YouTube channel, too, guys. He'll probably go live tonight if he's not busy eating candy or going to steal them from the children. Anyways, shout out to him, guys. Check him out. Check out his channel. Great guy. Awesome content. He's got some, probably like 5 or 6, maybe 8 handguns. And then he's got some short ARs and stuff like that. Where's the FN? Michael, it's right there. It's an FN57 right there. You already are stealing candy from little babies? Come on, man. Double tap that screen, guys, if you like what you see. Subscribe if you could. I don't have any help ups, no. If you don't like gun content, we also do outdoor stuff. Like hiking, mine exploring, cave exploring, shooting outside. I do some of my handyman stuff. I put those on too, if you like that stuff. Which is like a construction-like stuff. Vontae, what's up? Got any short-barreled rifles? I don't. I have a pistol MP5. Guys, shout out to Vante's Guns as well. He's got a great channel too. Vante's Guns. Check him out, guys. Oh, my smallest gun, I almost put it out because people ask about it. It's a single-shot 22. How are you doing? I'm doing great, other than I got a cough right now a little bit. Yeah, I would have been to almost to 7K already, but unfortunately, YouTube takes them away every night. No Tech 9s. Do you have a small gun? I already mentioned that one. Yep, there's his handle, guys. Check him out. Mason, it's not on the table. It's underneath the table in a case. I can't take it out. Mine is allergies right now, as well as asthma, so it kind of triggers each other. Mitchell, how's it going? I have an NA-22LR. It's the smaller gun I've ever seen. I have one as well. It's a 22 mag. I had it out last night and this morning, but I took it out, put it away because today's semi-automatic day. Do you have a Ruger 1022? Zookeeper, I have 2 of them. I have a stainless steel barrel with a wood stock, and then I have a poly with a blued and a scope on it. Quentin, hello, how are you doing today? Not too bad. What about yourself? can I finally be a moderator? Zakai, like I said, it all varies if I need one. Like right now, I've got 2 or 3 of them in the chat, so we're good. Like the other night, you weren't in here, and no, there was no moderator, so I did make someone a moderator that's been in here a lot longer than you. James, hey, how's it going? Mason says, do you have a Quester 1920? Do you have a VP40? I don't. VP, that would be an H&K as well, isn't it? Hey, Scooter. How are you doing? Quinn says, I see you got the good stuff out, same as today. Out same as yesterday? The only thing I had out yesterday off to the side here would have been, because people ask about them all the time, the 1911, the Glock, and then my 2 Canics were out, and then this one here, the 2011. Moderators are overworked and massively overpaid. You don't want this job. Where I read talks about using a reduced power buffer spring for 300 blackout. I don't see why I can't use standard white springs for it. So horse press. Hey, whatever, yeah. Do I have a P226? I wish. I have what was patterned off of it, which is the P320. We're almost there, H1. Oh, you have knives. I have a few of them over there. Never asked to be a moderator. Well, yeah, like he's asked, and then one other guy, he would ask almost every live, and then he would ask in comments. And so I told him I'd put him on a trial run, and he's been fine. Charlie, hey, what's up? What does a blue tip on a bullet mean? If it's a little tip, it's probably like a ballistic tip. I actually have some 5.7 that have little blue tips on them. My guns are better. Ha ha ha. Just joking. How are you? I'm doing great. Guns and gaming. How are you? I love the little joke, by the way. What you got, by the way? Maybe you have as much as I do, and it's hard to list every one. What do you think of the tip-up Taurus 92? I don't know if I've seen the Taurus one. I've seen the Garrison. I think it's a 380, though. I think tip-up's kind of cool. Have knives, that's cool. Yep. So what's up, Skibby? Armor pen. I don't know what that is. Everyone sub. Thank you, Guns. Skibby, do take those to my school. No, we don't. You just never ask. I'm going to go now. Bye. See you, Mason. Smith & Wesson shield. I don't have any mister. I have a 2.0 bodyguard right there. No shields or M&Ps. Maybe that would be the same. I'll be back tomorrow. Okay, thank you, Mason. Appreciate you, man. Do you have any Colt 357 revolvers? Colt? I have a, in the safe, I have a 357 Magnum Blackhawk. If you want to see in the safe, you got to drop a super chat. Desert Army pays me $300 a month as a moderator, but the workload isn't worth it. He doesn't give us days off. G&G. Bye. See you, Mason. What happens if you saw off the pistol barrel? On pistols, I don't know if it matters really, but definitely shotguns it does. Do I have a PSA AR-15? No, mine is a Delton. That one's a Delton. Quest stays off and he just laughs at me. I got 4 to 6 people coming to sub from my last live. Been shouting other channels out too. Yeah, I've been shouting out other channels too that I follow. It's just nice for them to, it might get them a sub or two. Everyday Carry has had me locked in his shed for a week. Any CZs? Alan, so that is a CZ52 made in 1954. It's a Cold War Tuckeroff round, 7.62 by 25. Then I have a CZ17 HMR. I don't have any CZ big pistols like the Shadow or the P10 or the other ones like that. Yes, that's a 338 Lapua right there, Guns and Gaming. James City Sub, thank you. Guns and Games, keep it up. Yeah, there we go. I have a single shot 30-30. Nice, Charlie. I have a lever action right there. It's from Taurus, Rossi, Rio Grande. It's called the Rio Grande. We're going to use that in our whitetail hunt in like 2 weeks or a little less for when we're in the bush. And then in the distance, we're going to use our 270, which I need to sight in this week. Authorized personnel. What's your top 5 for self-defense or inventory? Probably 12 gauge pump, which is in the safe. Definitely like the Canik TTI Combat right here, and definitely like the 10 mil right there for like bear defense. You got to have a knife, so probably a knife. And then for great distances, the 338 Lapua right there, right? And then for semi-auto, probably the AR right there, or the AK. I have to go. Please remember. Yep, I know you. James, thanks for subbing. AJ, what's up? Hello from Games and Gum. Gunning subbed. Oh, you got 2 accounts. Oh, gotcha. You subbed to Guns and Gaming. Perfect. Do you have an M4 carbine? I don't, Zookeeper. Ski Beeb. A lot less than I would if I didn't have these. How do you deal with loneliness, sir? Arms allowed? I mean, I usually turn to the scripture or sing songs or pray when I'm down and discouraged. A sub so we can see in the safe. James, usually a sub doesn't normally mean that. That was just, he didn't... A subscription doesn't really mean that you get to see in the safe. That was just something special I did. Normally I don't do that for a sub. That's usually a super chat if you want to look in the safe. That poor Sportalized Enfield. I know, Aaron, it came that way, but I got it for real cheap and it shoots perfect. I wish they didn't chop it off either. I bought it that way. I had bought a 3030 Rossi and would not eject the rounds. Brand new, emptied up, selling it. Dave, mine's been great. Found some 6.5 by 52 for my Kirkana at a gun shop. Nice. I also have a Henry 22 lever action. Nice, I do too. Mechanics have very new triggers right out the box. You mean Mechanics? Probably one of the best, I would say. Yes, they do. M1 Garand, I don't have one, no. Luke Hensley, we have a 223-556 right there. Shoots both. Good evening, Jerome. What's up, Russell? How's it going, brother? My brother from Canada. Would you go bear hunting with the 10 mil? Quentin, I actually have a bear hunt coming in the spring. I'm definitely going to bring that. I need to figure out what rifle I'm going to use, though. Definitely could use that 10 mil or my 460 revolver for actually doing the deed. AK all the way, yeah. Warbird, how's it going? Himjo, hello from gaming. We're from his live, and I'm also the Arms channel YouTube. Arms channel? I haven't heard of that one. I've heard the Arms room. Just sub. Thank you, Charlie. He just told me to come sub. Oh, there we go. Oh, from the Arms room? Is he over there right now live? Let's see if I got an alert. The Arms room. I usually get them from him. Must have been another one. Zookeeper, do I have a G21? No, I have a G20, or it's just a plain G. Scripture Sundays. Yep. Look like a nice collection, though, that you got. Thanks, Dave. Dutch says, what's up? AR-15. Yep, we got one. Know you from live stream. Thank you, Rebecca. Oh, welcome back, by the way. You were here yesterday. AR-15's right there. Well, thank you for the super chat. Rolling that beautiful safe footage dealer's choice. All right. All right. There's the safe. There you go, guys. Have a chill look at that for a little bit while we do the deed. Thanks for the $2 super chat, guys. Appreciate you, man. Thanks, Authorized. Because I saw another guy on YouTube. He went bear hunting with his 10 mil and had a clean one shot. I definitely could. I need to practice on that more. I need to get a red dot possibly for it, but it's not cut for it. So I don't know if it can be milled for it or not. Go and squirrel hunt in the morning with my pump. Pump 22? I don't have a pump 22. I need to get one. Thanks, Simiji. Is it true God had him make man equal with the 6-shooters? I don't think so. Rebecca, we don't use that number here. Usually that type of number gets you timed out for a minute. Just hit the screenshot to study. I just hit the screenshot to study. What do you mean, JP? Roll that beautiful bean footage. Bean footage? What do you mean? What do you mean bean? Like a pinto bean? Would you like a pinto bean, mate? I don't have pinto beans. We're in southern Arizona. So we would actually have pinto beans. You have a 6671 subs. Really? Mine says 6670. Did it lose one? Maybe. 58 in the chat. Guys, I appreciate you showing up to Desert Armory and More. We do lives pretty much every evening, 6 p.m. We do shorts and long format of shooting, mine exploring, cave exploring, hiking. If you like that stuff, we'd love to have you. Got pocketfuls of beans. Yeah. Do you have a SIG? I have two of them, Quarian. We have a SIG 365 in the front right there. It's a macro. And this one, the tan one right there, the peanut butter, is a M18. Yeah, they probably did. Do you have a single shot 12 gauge? I don't. I have a single shot 10 gauge and a single shot 410. That's my heaviest hitting gun. It's a 10 gauge single shot. Then we have a single shot 410. And then these two are single shot 9mm rimfire shotguns. They're called a Flober. They're from Belgium. Changed my name, but I'm Willoho. Oh, yeah, they've been doing that. I don't know why. Russell Cicerone, what's your take on a heavier weight gun for accuracy compared to lugging that weight? Maybe the way it says that is confusing. No, I know what you mean. You want a heavy enough gun so it's accurate, but you don't want it too light where multiple shot causes the barrel to tweak. I get what you mean. I think that's why some people get more of an accuracy competition, but with like a carbon fiber barrel. So you got your rigidity, but it'll take away the heat. I'm a wood stock guy, so I'm not more into the competition look. Although, I mean, I have one right there with the 338 Lapua. But let's see here, guys. What else do we got? Do you have anything new, mate? New since last night. Well, it's a different arrangement. Definitely hurt the shoulder. Oh, it does. Quality over quantity. I got a lot of quality stuff, bro. No 50 BMGs. We have a 500 Smith & Wesson Magnum Research. Got two SIGs, the P320 or 230, and the 365 macro. Nice. Mine's the macro, but it's not the comp. I just started watching your live. Probably 5 minutes ago, and I already loved it. Thank you. What is that tiny gun? The littlest one right here. If you're meeting that one, Daniel, that is a 22. It's a Rigarmi Beresca. That was my first gun I ever bought for semi-automatics. That one's a little 22. And then these two are 25s. The top one's a Larson 25 ACP, and the other one's a Jennings ACP 25. Be afraid to shoot the 500 Magnum. They've been known to double shoot. Dave, yes, that is if you have the double action style. Mine's a single action. It's the BFR, real big one that Magnum Research makes. So it's single action, so you don't have that problem. Now my 460 is double action. So I usually don't have it all the way filled up. But I can manage them really well. If you check out my channel, I posted some of me shooting those heavy ones, and I like recoil, and so it actually doesn't look that bad to me. Liking my new Strybog PCC is great. Sounds cool. I don't have any Strybogs. I do have the pistol carbine right there, MP5. For hunting, is wood just good as polymer for rifle longevity? Well, what I like, Russell, about polymer, excuse me, you can kind of beat it up and it's okay, but I do not want to beat up my wood stocks. So I'm going to have to be careful with my 270 when I take it out that I don't scuff it up. Just only load one. I have done that. Bought the wife a 380 SIG Rainbow Titanium because she said it was pretty. Is that the one with the purple grips? The little SIG one? I forget what it's called. 210? The P210, is it? Welcome, by the way, Bulldog. Going deer hunting next Saturday, and I have this big old buck on trail camera as a 10-pointer. Nice, Charlie. Nexus World, yeah, MP5. It's like a build kit. The internals are MP5 HK. The outside is Century Arms. Strybergs are awesome, I'm sure. Do you have a suppressor? I don't have any yet. Rebecca, I don't have a favorite gun. I have favorite criterias. Like, that's my favorite bolt action, the 338 Lapua. My favorite handgun semi-auto is that right here, the Canik TTI Combat. My favorite revolver is my 460 that's in the safe. Favorite semi-automatic is my AK. And favorite shotgun is this double barrel 10 gauge. Any pack out trips for the donkeys? They're not really trained for that right now. Nothing's for sale next world. It came with one mag when I bought it, and the HK internals already. No brace. Charlie whitetail or mule? Mine's white. My friend is actually going hunting this week. I think he starts the 1st, and he's going for a mule. Nice looking hammer guns. Where are they from? Oh, the shotguns? This one's from Belgium. That's a F. Williams. This one's from Belgium. H.J. Sterling. That one I believe is Belgium made. This one's American made. The top one. And then this double's from Belgium. That one's from Belgium. Oh no, that one's from USA. That one's from Belgium. That one's from, this double barrel's a newer one. It's from like 70s to 80s. That's a Kalashnikov. Not a Kalashnikov. What is that one? That's a Zastava M75. It's a 16 gauge. They didn't make any 11 gauges, Rebecca. There's no such thing. And do you have the MP5 cost to buy? Oh, I don't know how much a new one is. Mine wasn't new. Sig's still worth the buy in 2025. Charlie, not Charlie. Yo Ninja. Not a M18 or M17, the P320s, but the rest are. They're fine. What time do you usually go live? Charlie, 6 p.m. Arizona time. I was a few minutes late. Each of those in a cheap car, pretty much. Belgium double barrels, are they 20th century? All look great. No, they're 19th century. So almost all of those Belgium ones, actually all of those Belgium ones are made in 1800s. To me, mules are easy to hunt. Whitetail are skitsy. That's true. It would possibly be nice if I could pack out, use one to pack out. Is this a museum? No, it's not, Dixie. 8 gauge. I don't have an 8 gauge, but I do have an 8 gauge shell. That's for my collection. Love my Sandman XS1 Lancer. It's great. It's been amazing. I'm not sure if I heard of that one. Do you have a 10 gauge? Yeah, I have 4 of them. For sure was going to set the 365 macro or the standard macro, in my opinion. Yeah, here's the 365 macro right there. I love that thingy. I can shoot pretty good with it at 20 yards. How many guns I have? Charlie, I'm not sure. 80? 100? No silencers, gun. Do you use 25? I have 2 of them right there. They're just to plink around with. My buddy family got a few elk last week. Nice. I think you're what? I went hunting last year with a CZ550 shot in eland. Has a lot of power for African game. Oh, CZ550. What would that be chambered in? Like a 375 H&R? What state's he in? Oh, I forget where he's at. I don't remember. Duxie, what were you meaning? AZ, that's what I thought. Firearm historian. I collect firearms as well as I shoot them, and I hunt too. My grandfather had an 8 gauge, and it would put you on your butt if you weren't careful. Yeah. Do I reload? I do a few. I'm going to start doing more. I do for my 338 Lapua right here. I do for a couple of my lever actions that are a little harder to find. What's the highest caliber pistol you own? For semi-auto is a 10 mil, and for revolvers I have a 500. Curator? A curator? Do you live in California? I used to, not anymore. I'm back in Arizona where I was from. Largest caliber and fastest. Largest caliber is my 338 Lapua and my 10 gauge shotguns and my 500 Smith & Wesson for the revolvers. North of the border, lost privilege to acquire handguns. Was looking into CZ85, but the law's changed. Glad you are keeping these pieces in good hands and in action. Yep, I do use them. I know there's quite a bit of new people that just came in. If you're not subscribed, could you? We'd appreciate it. We'd love to get to 7,000 sooner than later. Let's see here. Elk is good. Moose is still my favorite. Oh crap, I'm getting hunting fever. I don't think we can do moose here because we don't have any. Same, but no 338, but 416 Rigby. You have a 416 Rigby. Nice. Grandfather has a 30-06 that he's going to hunt with this year. Nice. I could use the 30-06, but right now my scope's on the 270. Chocola, what's going on? Welcome. Deckard Kane. How's it going? Keep calm and listen to Rick and something. I can't read your avatar. I have returned, says Alex and Dirkit. Kent. 416 Rigby is huge. Yeah. Kind of sound like Brent from Ghost Town Living Cousins. Me? Just got Marlin 1895. Love it. Nice, Alan. Sweet. Bonjour, tu paquin, Seven, France. No, I'm from Estados Unidos. I don't know French, unfortunately. I know Spanish. Nice collection you have. The 10 mil is awesome. I'm looking to get one. Nice. I have a 10 gauge shotgun. I have 4 of them. Got you beat. I actually just picked up some number 9 shot, or was it buckshot? It was either buckshot I got or slugs of 10 that I just picked up today. I have a lot of faith in your channel. I really like it. Thank you, Charlie. Check out my channel, by the way. We've got those shorts of all sorts of stuff. I enjoy the outdoors a lot, so I'd have some outdoor stuff on there too. Hey there, are you competing? I haven't done any yet. I'd love to. My local range has a competition here and there, and maybe I should sign up for it. Alan says he sub. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. Nice pistols. Thanks, Alex. Alix. Can you send in France if by? Nothing's for sale, Jocolo. Jocola. Hola. Nothing's for sale. Ruger number 1, bought in 1992. Model mint, new in box for under 2K recently, and owned my grandfather's Marlin Super Goose bolt action. Yeah, the Super Gooses are 10 gauge. I have an original Goose, and those are 12 gauge. It'd be great. I'm sure I would. I would probably use my Canik TTI Combat or the Tisas Double Stack. A 110 shotgun. There's no such thing. There's a 410. Are there actually any interest for these bizarre firearms? Bizarre ones? There's people collect oddball stuff. I have quite a few oddball. Do you want any pellet guns? I have one. It's out in the room. I keep it in here. It's that Avenger Advente Air right there. It's a 25 caliber. The bottom barrel looking thing is the air chamber. It's a PCP. 7K train inbound. We wish. We're getting close. I need to figure out a date for that giveaway for that range backpack bag thingy. I was trying to get some stickers made before that, but I don't think I will. I won't be able to get them made before I purchase that other thing. And then do the giveaway. For hitting 6,000. Close to 7 already. Well, I don't know about already. That was a week and a half ago, I think. Kenrod and I were trying to race to 6. And he beat me. He's actually already 7 now. Remington Airmaster 77. Okay. Yeah, Kenrod probably has 1,000 more than me now. I was ahead of him for a little bit. But my channel's been going super slow of late, so unfortunately, I've the last probably 8 days, it's been not that great. Although of late, this live's been decent. We've been having 40-something people in here for the last 40 minutes, so. See a pop-up barrel. I used to collect the bread of pop-ups. Nice. Delton, that one is a Taurus PT22, I believe. Works pretty good. I like it. Trigger's kind of funny on it, like the reset's way in the end, but it's just mostly like a backup. What's your dream hunt if you could shoot any animal in the African game? The African game, I mean, I think an elephant would be kind of cool, but I don't think you can. Probably some type of ibex or something, or like a impala maybe. My uncle was over there. He went hunting, and he got himself, what is that thing? A wallaby, I think? A wallabeast? And then his daughter got, with a 270, an impala. What kind of big game hunting do you have in Arizona? Charlie, we have elk. We have whitetail, mule deer, Coues deer, which is on my side next to Mexico. We have bear, different type of cats. We have bighorn sheep and buffalo, but bighorn sheep and buffalo are once in a lifetime. Currently polishing my rare sword, you know the one, and this is background noise. Malaki, welcome, buddy. They got fun triggers for those. Now the TRS T20. They do? for that. That's the PT though, not the TX. You talked about the TX22. Yeah. So our donations are going to purchase a Taurus TX22. Currently, we're about halfway there for what I would like to get with the FRT. Used to have a 6, but the only one I have left is a Beretta Tomcat 32. Gotcha. Water Buffalo. There you go. Melky, what's up? Hey, David. How's it going? Maybe barely. A wildebeest, yeah. I have 110 gauge shotguns. Yeah, you wish, Rebecca. Definitely hot air on that one. They're kind of a hard gun to find, so I don't think you have that many. Do you have like old pistors? I'm new here as of tonight. Delton, some are kind of older. This is from the 60s to the 70s. That one's from 54. It's from the Cold War. That's a Tuckeroff CZ52. And then I have some old revolvers in the safe. Yesterday was wheel gun Thursday, so all the revolvers are out. Today is semi-automatic pistol day, so that's why they're all out. Freedom finger triggers, it's a forced reset. Yes. Google, what's up? I live in Florida. We have whitetail alligators, hogs, bobcat panthers. We actually have panthers and bobcats over here too, and ocelots. That's all I can think of right now. Do you have a BB gun? No, I don't think I have one anymore. Do you know what the Google FL is? I don't. What is whitetail alligators? He was saying whitetail alligators. I know it made it sound like there was white-tailed alligators, but he meant as in they have white-tailed deer, they have alligators, they have hogs, they have bobcats. Yeah, I got that one wrong too. Do you know what's the Googleplex? Googleplex is a one with, was it a million zeros behind it? I forget. I like the CZ52. Thanks, Dave. That's from the Cold War. It's a Tuckeroff, which is a 7.62 by 25. Can we see those shotguns again? Do I have a Hellcat Pro? I don't. Would I like one? Yes, I would like one. I have one to shoot a giraffe from Africa game. There's a lot of special going to right now. Okay. Just tested the edge of my sword and it's very, very sharp. Trum, have you ever had gator to eat? It's good. I never have. How did you have it? You're in Canada. No, I've never had it. Let's see here. I need to plug my phone in. Battery's going low. You're welcome, Patricia. No worries. Or Patrick. Sorry. Patrick Amor. Patricia. Oh, it is Patricia. Patricia Mariposa. I've had elk before. I have too. It's been a while, though. The shotguns, I've got them from swap meets, online, gun stores, stuff like that. What's my favorite handgun? It's over here. So my favorite semi-automatic handgun is this golden black one right here from Canik. It's called a TTI Canik Combat. You have one TTC. Live in South Florida for 6 months on a mission project. Oh, okay. Was it cleanup from the different, what do you call it? Hurricanes and stuff? I'm in Florida. I have a lot of gator. Oh, I'm sure. You got that gumbo over there. What is your most tedious gun to polish and clean? Alex, I'm not really sure. Prince, do you have a blunderbuss? No, I don't. I wouldn't mind getting one. Decker Kane says, great collection. I just got my first handgun, a CZ Shadow 2. Nice. For competition shooting. And I'm really hoping I made the right choice. You did. Is this all for hunting or prep? Patricia, it's for hunting. It's for, I guess, prep, if you wanted to say that. It's for protection of livestock, training people how to shoot properly, as well as like, hey, it's the Second Amendment, so let's try to support that along with it. And I love guns and gun history and stuff like that. How's everyone doing tonight? Hey, H.E. Smith, shout out, buddy. Have that white-tailed gator. Yeah. Yes, after Hurricane Andrew. Oh, that one's been a while ago. One or blunderbuss, too, yeah. How's the trigger on that Canik, the black and gold one? Oh, it's great. Quinto, that one is so good. All Caniks are good, and that one's the best. What kind of livestock? I have donkeys and cows, and then in the area we have friends that have different things. that need help. Like my parents have chickens, and recently they had a coyote come in, so I need to go over there and go see if I can get him. Kill the chicken. Proud to be American. There we go, waiters. And I'm proud to be an American. Yep. Shall not be infringed. It's very clear to me. Yep. Delton says, I like your exposed hammer, double barrels. Oh, yeah, the bunny ears. Those are neat. I only have one that I inherited. My grandfather, his dad, found it in the trunk of a car in a junkyard in the 30s. Stock is hand-carved H&B Company. Nice. I just found one that's an under lever to break it open. It has an under lever. It was at the pawn shop today. I think they wanted 3 something for it, though. My most tedious sword to maintain is the sword of the Napoleon Bonaparte, and I've been polishing it for 3 hours now. Are cows hard to care for? No, not really. Christian, hey, welcome back. Yo, what's up? Remember me? Scott, I do. My first pistol was a 22 Ruger revolver. Mine was this little 22 Regarme Beretta from Italy right there from a swap meet. Back when I was like 21, I think. Got to see the Shuttle Atlantic launch. That was awesome. We're about 2 miles from launch pad. Sweet. Pistol Pete. Guys, shout out to Pistol Pete. He's got a great channel too, guys. Check him out. He's usually live. Oh, probably 2 hours from now he'll probably be live. Pistol Pete, guys, shout out to him. Go share him some love. Thank you for popping in, Pistol Pete. Thank you, my brother. Do you have anything with any trench art? Like a trench gun style? No. Sorry, my chat went kawampadump there. Hate the Glock just because of the trigger safety. If you press it wrong, you're going to be jumped. Mine doesn't have the trigger safety, even though it's from California. As in that secondary little one. Keep it up, brother. Thank you, Pistol. I have 2 under lever Ithaca shotguns from my grandpa, a 20 and a 12. 12 shoulder killer. My 10 gauges are shoulder killers, Dalton. Can it be relied upon, the TTI, like Glock or HS? I don't know what the HS stands for. My TTI, definitely. The pistol in front of the small tan one looks like a Luger. Oh, this little one? It is a Mark IV Ruger 22. Pistol Pete says, good, Russell. Thanks for asking. What's your favorite deer rifle? Charlie, I don't know if I have a favorite, but what I'm going to use on my first deer hunt is my 270 Remington 700 from like 1969 to 73, somewhere around there. And also my 30-30 Rossi lever action for up close. Caesar, how's it going? Dave says, no, what I meant, any gun that has carving on the stock or butt stock of trench art, as they call it. Oh, with like 1 notch for that kill, another notch for that one. No, I don't have any of that. I mean, I have my 303 British right there. Has some military numbers printed on the stock on the opposite side. Any recommendations for training a teenage girl on hunting desert animals? Where do you live? You live in the desert? So do I. Southern Arizona. Know your surroundings. Only point the gun at something that you intend to shoot. What's the other gun safeties? Point it always in a safe direction. Always treat every gun as if it's loaded. But yeah, I'd say practice her out with a 22 on some ground squirrels. My friend had a Glock and he was still new to guns and he shot a hole in his floor trying to put it on safety. That's weird. Like mine doesn't have an external safety on. That's it right there. It's a Glock 20. I don't think it even has it built in the trigger, but maybe it does. I can't remember. Let's see here. My 30-30 is my favorite caliber of all of them. Nice, Charlie. What brand's yours? Okay, finally, I'm done polishing the sword of Bonaparte, and I'm now onto the flechette. Flechette. Wow, our views just went down some more now. Only 16. It was 11 for a teeny bit, too. I wasn't sure how today's live was going to be because of the holiday, you know. YouTube, that's just a stick. Yep. It's just a piece of wood. See, YouTube, this is wood. A wood wedge used to install windows and doors. Maiko says, I'm back.
I'm back. How do you like them beans?
Because here in South Africa, we have a trigger safety, and that's the only safety it has. A lot of them are like that. This one's got a trigger safety plus the external. And the two Canics have a trigger safety. And then this 9mm FMK has a trigger safety. I don't think the Glock does. I can't remember if the PSA Rock does. The 5.7 right here. I know the FN doesn't. What's up, Tommy? Tommy Gray. Today's semi-automatic pistol day. Semi-automatic pistol day. The only thing I know about my 30-30 is an irritable barrel for my 20 gauge. What you mean, Charlie? It is, Russell. That's why I said holiday earlier in quotes. Nice blue. The blue one is a Canic Sketch. What is the knife in the middle of the guns? That is like a push dagger. It's just by United Cutlery. It's not very good. Got a white till today. Sweet, Tommy. So I need to sight my 270 and my 30-30 with the ammo I'm going to use. I picked up some more today, so I have another box extra to practice with. Because my hunt's not this coming week, but the next. It's for whitetail as well. Where you hail from, Tommy? I forget. Mr. Laugh Out Loud. That is a Taurus PT-22. Similar to the Tomcats. Yeah, I got some 140 grain. Sorry, I think it's 150. Or is it 140? Yeah, 140 grain 270. And then I picked up some Lever Evolution 30-30, 160 grains. A box of each. That way I could hopefully sight those in. Maybe tomorrow, we'll see. Oldest pistol. It's actually in a tan container underneath, not that black one, but above it's a tan one. It's from 1869 to 1871. It's also my smallest and my rarest and my oldest of the pistols. Is that a Mark II? No, that's a Mark IV. Mr. Laugh Out Loud Ricky. It's a Mark IV. Alabama, but I'm in Texas. Oh, there you go. Seen the 5.7 for the first time. How does it function? Both of them, Quentin, work pretty well. The FN, which is the tan one right there, I've had for probably 2-3 years, maybe 4. I don't know how many rounds I've gone through that. I'd say my nephews probably shot more than I have because they love shooting that. The one above it, which is this one you can barely see peeking behind the tip of this wood here, that one is the PSA Rock. And to be honest, I've only shot 2 mags through it. It ran fine. 2 magfuls. That's all I know about that one. Yeah, it's a Mark IV, the best player. Pistol with the reddish brown handle looks like a mini double barrel. Oh, this thing? It's a tip up barrel PT-22 Taurus. First whitetail I've ever got. Nice, Tommy. It'll be my hopefully if I get one, it'll be my first too. Now, was yours a stand or was it a blind or were you just seek and hunt? Because like where I'm at, it's in the desert here in some forest where I'm going to be hunting. So it'll be a seek and find. Is that a Jennings 22? It's a Jennings, but it's a 25. It's a Jennings 25 right there. Mason says, I'm back. Welcome back. Yeah, only 10 in the chat now. The best Waze player says, nice, it was a blind. Got you. Yeah, you must be where they have a lot more deer to hunt probably. Arizona is kind of a little bit unique in it. You got a Jennings 22. Nice. But would you recommend the FN for EDC? A 5.7 in general, if you got the right tips on them. Unfortunately, most of the time they're more for penetrating. It's kind of a desert where I live. Okay. Hopefully, Jerome, you will get one first time. That would be nice. Aviation, welcome, buddy. Mr. Laugh Out Loud says, why does some of my autos jam? Is it the grain of ammo? So if it's a 9mm, some 9mm do not like 115 grain. I have a Thesis double stack right here, that likes 124s, and then this FMK likes 124s and some 115s if they're Fiocchi or American Eagle Federal. See your biggest Glock. I only have one Glock. It's that second one in right here. It's a Glock 20. I'm too European to get some of this. Can you really go hunting with any rifle? Deckard, pretty much. Some states, they are restricted on straight wall cartridges, meaning it doesn't neck down. Back east, a lot of them are like that. But here in Arizona, well, you can do pretty much whatever. I've seen guys using ARs, SCARs, and all sorts of crazy stuff. I think it's so restrictive here. Yeah. I only have one Glock, Mason. It's that one, second one down from the top on that side. It's a Glock 20 10 millimeter. Best Glock for someone who never owned any Glocks before. Other people recommend me a Glock 45. I've only done polishing and sharpening my swords. I'm probably going to bed and hang out 30 minutes. Why do you use a stick of wood? It's that way. Hopefully, don't call me out for pointing at something with my finger and say I touched something. Let's see here. A Bursa. No, I don't have a Bursa. That's not a Bursa, Mister. Mr. Laugh Out Loud. That is a Makarov FEG PA63 made in Hungary. It's like it shoots the Makarov round, which is a 9x18. It was on a ranch in West Texas. There you go. What's the one to the right of the MK? That's a Walther P22 right here. And then this one, that's the left, I guess. The right is a 2.0 Bodyguard 380. What's the most difficult to shoot of my handguns? I'm not really sure. The 10 mil kicks a lot, but most of those are fairly easy to shoot, in my opinion. All of them are functional on the table. The one I've shot the least is probably this little 22 and this 9 mil right there. Although these two haven't shot a lot either. These 225 ACPs. Do I have any revolvers? Yes, they were out yesterday, Mr. Laugh Out Loud. Yesterday was Wheel Gun Thursday, so I had all 16 of my revolvers out. They are in the safe. If you want to see them, I can open the safe up, but you have to drop a super chat. Been watching lots of Montana Game Warden videos. Very interesting and informative. There you go. Oh, that's what I thought it was, a Bodyguard. Do you recommend them? And it's 380 reliable. So that's one of the best 380s you can buy right now in the market. Just make sure you get some good ammo if you're using as protection. Well, only 3 in the chat. We're going to have to restart this soon. These are really good rounds right here for the 380, for self-defense ones. The PDX ones, Defenders. Wow, we're going to have to restart the chat, guys. There's only 3 of you in here. Guys, if I would restart the chat, would you return? If so, put a 1 in the chat if you would return. There's only 3 people in here. If you would return, put a 1 in the chat. Yeah, that's crazy. Only 3 people. Burst of Thunder. Gotcha. That's 6 people. It says there's only 3. Anyways, that means you can't hear me, but then at the same time, you wouldn't be able to type 2 to know that I said that. Company of this in Canada. Yeah, unfortunately, Mr. Jordan. Welcome, by the way. We're going to restart the chat, guys. We'll see you in just a little bit. And if you don't get a notification, say if you just subscribed, my channel name is Desert Armory and More. We have to restart the live to get us back in the algorithms. We'll be right back, guys. Again, the channel name is Desert Armory and More. We'll be right back. See ya.